always felt that music has either to be very aggressive or very subtle and very philosophic. And when I started Ruin, I was in the search for transforming this old school from the 1950s attitude into a modern form. And Ruin, the concert we play tomorrow, is an attempt to show the beauty of music, but also the violence in music.
A Void of Voice is, I just started more or less 2 years ago, and the idea was behind it to use my voice as an instrument and only use my voice as an instrument. No other instruments were supposed to be involved. Ruin and Martin, they had the basic ideas, but of course I add my things to this, so it's a collaboration, of course, and you know, that's the beauty of playing music. When you can do, when you meet people, you know, and do something new together, it brings a certain kind of people together, you know, and that's fantastic. And Martin is a visual artist too, so he knows probably much more than me about visuals, but the visual gives an atmosphere. It gives a certain background. It gives you a certain point and aspect for the whole thing. You know, it puts you in a dimension, and that's, I think, it's important for a show. It makes me easier to open, because in my eyes, to play music is not really that you show yourself. It's more like you challenge something higher, you know, or channel something higher, you know.
I've never seen anybody else in this world having such a diversity and so much bravery in wearing costumes, especially in this I would say black metal scene, because seeing somebody in a bunny costume or flipping through all these nightmares people can have and stepping out of the cliche, which is part of this culture, is very brave and is very fantastic, and I have highest respect for that. And I think that in Attila's costumes, he's part of that idea that there's a nightmare waiting already behind you. Satan is knocking on your door, maybe.
We all have fears, which obviously we have to solve. And I think the way to evolve, that you solve all your fears, and then you can get high on a higher level in life, or whatever, spiritual level, or whatever you call it. But without facing with it, I don't think it's possible. Say, the coin always have both sides, you know. So I think art and music should be about that, to bring people on a higher level and eventually evolve, you know. And I hope our music helps to step forward in that path.
Dedication and love to something you really like is the most important key to music.
I agree, and that comes through, you know,
It comes
eventually.
through, yeah.
So you mentioned about painters. For me, it's like, you know, look at the painting, you know, it will tell different stories for every individual. And the most important, the best paintings are what Martin described, yeah, which came with passion, with total dedication, and a humble
And
way.
be honest on it.
And to be honest, exactly, and then it will be a painting which will eventually mean so many things and so many different things for every individual who look at it, you know. I think it's similar to the music too.
There are many forbidden words in black metal, I know that, and I hate forbidden words. I hate laws and rules. And if it's forbidden
Me too.
to mention this, I will do it 10 times extra.
I can tell you, love is one of the most important, probably the most important thing in life, actually. The opposite, hatred, is also means like someone cares. I just don't like when people try to set up rules, or like it's not cool to say this or that or whatever. I think it's always cool to say straight and honestly what you feel and in the moment.
If you break rules on purpose, it's also maybe a very boring view to life, because you don't break rules just for the fact of breaking rules. I mean, you go out naked just to break the rule, which is more than boring. It's always more the question, the rules, what do they represent? What kind of limits? What is behind the rule, and why can I not go there? Curiosity. This is what art should be about. And not to be against something. It's more about the curiosity of finding new perspectives behind the rules. And sometimes you have to break the rules, or sometimes you just have to step aside and go beside the rule, and then you go straight on.
So go behind the curtain and watch the things in a more global aspect, you know.